our station, one of our young boys coming up. His name is E Styles. E Styles, what's going on, B?
What up? What up?
I know you wanted to have some words for the fans and people who may have only experienced Chinx through music about what a real dude he was.
Yeah. Like, I did a couple shows with Chinx, and we worked on a few mixtapes. But we spent a lot of time in the studio and talking back and forth. But he was just like a good dude. I don't mean to sound generic or anything like that, but he really was. Like, he was just happy to be doing what he loves, you know.
There's a guy that did 4 years.
Yeah, he did
4 years and came out and wanted to make sure he got away from his past.
Yeah, so he was trying hard to get away from the past, and I guess sometimes you just can't. He on Thursday night, we was actually in the studio for about 6 hours, and this dude just loves to record. Like, he just kept going and going and going. He already had songs done for his album, but he just wanted to keep going because he figured he'll have some.
Once the heat got going, he had that momentum. Just keep going. Yeah.
So, like, on Thursday night, he recorded probably like 7 songs. And we just kept going, and then I was supposed to meet up with him Friday night, but then I was feeling sick, so we was like, all right. I know we were supposed to meet up Saturday, so I was like, all right, I was feeling sick, so we were supposed to meet up yesterday to cut some records, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But I just want to let everybody know, like, please pray for his family and friends. It's a really hard time. He has kids. He's a father.
3 kids.
3 kids, yeah. A lot of people don't see that. They just see the rapper Chinx, but at the end of the day, these rappers are real people. You know, they have families. You know, it's deeper than rap. They're not just a rapper. And yeah, like Biggs was saying, a lot of people just see it for the face value of it. They don't see behind it. Like, this dude had people he loved and people that loved him, and he was really just like always joking around and smiling.
Positive guy.
Positive. Oh, just happy.
Yo, came out to my birthday at that day uptown, just in March. Just on I didn't invite him. He just show love, like, thank you, man, for always playing our music. Thank you for playing my music.
He hit me up. He was like, yo, I want to come through to show Ebro some love for his birthday, but I got a club in Brooklyn that night. So he came early.
Yeah.
He was there before you.
Yeah, he got there.
He got there like at 12 o'clock. The promoters were like, yo, why is he here so early? I rolled in
twisted late. Yo, E Styles, thank you, man. Yo, Biggs, it's Ebro.
Ebro, what's going on with you, G?
You know, just checking in, man. I didn't know if you wanted to talk or not, so I was surprised to hear that you did. I know, sir. I don't really even know what there is to talk about.
You know, it's what I spoke to the family last night, the mom, you know, and his wife, and, you know, it's just to obviously thank you guys, you know, and let everybody know that that's the foundations that you guys are setting up. That's where we should direct the traffic.
Okay. Well, I haven't told the audience yet, so I wanted to make sure. There's a couple things I'm trying to make sure before we do it. And for people listening, this is Biggs. This is Chinx' right-hand man. We have the Hip Hop Has Heart Foundation here at the radio station that donates money to, you know, different organizations around the city and raises money for different things. And, you know, we don't really pat ourselves on the back because we don't really think that's what it's about like that. But what we're trying to do is set up a link where people could donate money, and in exchange for the donation, obviously get like a collection of Chinx music. You know, just so everybody has something to commemorate his legacy. I reached out to E1 Biggs too because I know that you guys had done a joint venture with them.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know. You know, a lot of people don't know what Chinx was like right on the brink of accomplishing for himself through the years of hard work.
We just finished an album, Ebro.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
We were coming with a single on the 21st.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I know there's a record that I know on the West Coast they was about to push with Too Short. The kid Marley Marl was putting together. There was Chinx is about to be featured on DJ Drama's first single off his next album.
Right.
Plus, you guys have your own single, so it was about to be like 3 different things happening for Chinx. Plus his own album. So it was about to be a great year.
Right.
And it's, man, I know everybody's, and you could tell, man, Biggs, like even the impact that Chinx just as a human being had on other artists in hip hop, and just a good guy to have around. A lot of people don't know the contributions that Chinx made to writing other people's music.
Right.
He was just a good dude, man. This is one of man, and then just I know for you, bro, and his wife and his kids, and that's what we're setting up this fund for, is because I know that he was taking care of a lot of people, his mom, his wife, his kid, and so that's where this money will go, to make sure that their bills get paid.
Right. He has young children, and that's what we're trying to do now. Just make sure that we keep everything in order, and do it easy. That was the structure that we brought to the table, to make sure that he was doing everything in order. He's trying to put the pieces together, and he was well on his way to doing that.
Yeah, I didn't expect to hear from you today, bro. I'll be honest. So I apologize if this is a little unformatted for the audience. And we'll have more details over the coming days. I just want to make sure we do it right. I want to make sure that his kids, ideally we want to make sure the bills is taken care of now. But if we could raise enough money to where maybe we could put something away that his kids can have when they turn 18.
Nah, his kids is the number one priority, bro. Is to be able to pick up the pieces. It's people don't understand that this children lost their father. A mother lost her son. It's so much deeper than just music. We know and love Chinx for the music. Everybody respects the fact that he was on his grind and hustling and doing everything that he can to make sure that he put food on the table. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's like, how do you explain this to children? And we totally appreciate you guys.
Man.
Stepping up to the plate and doing whatever's possible, because everybody wants to run in this direction and that direction. So, after speaking to his mom, and his wife last night, we got to try to pick up the pieces and do what he would want us to do. I can't tell you how many times my phone rang last night as his manager. But it's still personal because we were friends.
Yeah.
So you put the business to the side for 2 seconds, but then you just realize, like, you have to keep going. You have to make sure that
things get handled.
These things get handled and don't fall through the cracks, because that's what this man was doing, not only for his community, like we just went through this with Stat, Mm-hmm. He had so much responsibility, so much on his back, so many things that he wanted to accomplish, and had put in place to make sure that, and bro, I can't even. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I don't, there's not a lot of words that could capture how everybody's feeling other than just sadness, disappointment, and you see so many people now, I saw a lot of tweets from people who are just like, that's why you don't go back to the hood, and, that's why you don't do this, and that's why, when it's time, you got sometimes. And he was like, man, he just came from doing a show in Brooklyn. He made a quick stop,
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, and everybody has their, that's why it's almost like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
That's what I'm saying, man. When you don't go back and you don't show love, then
right.
Something's wrong.
You're not showing love, but the second you go back, it's, oh, you shouldn't have been in the hood. Everybody's always going to have something to say. Life is important, is the message that people need to realize. It's nothing worth taking another man's life for. You can't tell somebody as an artist, you try to take the necessary precautions and understand but man, you don't, I can't tell you how many times I get approached, and people say, Chinx inspires me because I feel like if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? Like, if he did it, that gives me hope. That makes me feel like, there's something that's better for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you're a product of your environment, it's so easy to get stuck in that rut, you know, and he wanted something different. You know, he wanted something different for himself. He wanted something different for his friends. He wanted something different for his family, you know, and
we're going to get this foundation going. We're going to get the donations going, you know, man.
The family appreciates it, bro. They totally appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So over the coming days, man, we'll be letting everybody know what's going on. Biggs, man, go get some sleep, bro.
Thank you, sir.
The murder of Chinx over the weekend. What's going on with Bobby Shmurda and them? You know, this music comes out of the streets, and we show love here at Hot 97 because these are the thoughts and talks of young men. And I know a lot of people always like, why y'all play that music? Perpetuates a lifestyle. And, you know, we try to balance things out. Whether it's playing The Weeknd, whether it's playing Trey Songz, whether it's playing Childish Gambino, whether it's playing Drake, and everybody makes fun of Drake because Drake's too sensitive and too emotional. Mm-hmm. But then when you play the street stuff, people get mad about the street stuff. Mm-hmm. And too frequently in hip-hop, it happened in the 90s with B.I.G. and Pop, the ideas and things that we put in our music come home to roost. And while it's sad, and this is someone's son, and this is someone's father, when you put out that kind of energy too often, it can come back, and it will haunt you. And too often, it'll come back and hunt you down. Because if you really live in that life, that street life, there's no love in that, man. These are savages sometimes going for whatever they know to get out of whatever situation they in. And someone like Chinx was trying to leave a life behind, and it still came after. Somebody like Bobby Shmurda trying to leave that life behind, it still came after him. It's not glamorous like y'all think. Y'all see the jewelry and the girls and in the club every night. That's a hustle, man. These people out here hustling, trying to put a couple of dollars in their pocket to move away from the neighborhoods that they don't want to be in anymore. And often they're pulled back into those neighborhoods because they feel an obligation to the individuals that they care about and love about. And too often when they're obligated to those neighborhoods eat them alive. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're seeing right now. You know, I just had to put that out there, though, because, you know, the music, we enjoy the music. And to many of us, it's just entertainment. But to a whole other group of us, it's real life. You know?